And I got stamina and a Montana.
You would say that right when I fucking hit the record button, wouldn't you? Hello and welcome to a very interesting speculation. Something that the internet has always debated, but no one's ever got proliferated. By which I mean verified that their statements are true. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say I have all the answers. This is basically a speculation because I hate that everyone uses the word theory and the bitches don't even know the difference between a hypothesis and a fucking theory. But that's a whole nother ball game. All right, so I think I know who's going to be the next Captain America. Fuck yeah. But let me tell you why I think that. Oh, for those of you out there listening, I'm telling you right now, if you haven't seen, I don't know, any Marvel movie or lived under a rock inside of Holland's car, there's going to be spoilers. So at a minimum, if you haven't seen Black Panther, Avengers 2, fuck you doing in my hood, bruh. You stepped in the wrong hood. Sir, you cooking and packing? Shut the fuck up. Okay, so, I'm assuming everyone stayed for both of the end credit sequences at the end of Black Panther.
Yep.
Haven.
Sorry. No. I don't stay for end credit scenes no more.
Fucking colonizer. Anyways, okay, so the second scene was very reminiscent of the end of, I believe it was Ant-Man? No, Captain America 2. They didn't really have anything planned, so what they decided to do was legitimately just show people a future part of a future movie. And that future part was from Avengers 2. Okay? And they showed the part where they caught Winter Soldier, which I'm still not exactly sure how they did. They got his arm in that little machine or whatever, but he could have just unlatched himself. That arm isn't woven onto his shoulder.
Oh, I thought that arm was completely attached.
No, the way it looks and moves, people think that he has an arm under there or that shit fused over his arm. No, his arm is gone. And he has that as a replacement. But, hey, it's understandable. It's even like that in the comic. Like, if you looked at him, you would not think that, that you would think that there was an arm under there. Or inside of there. Anyways. Okay. So, fucking, long story short. The second one, there were little kids saying things that originally people assumed was an attempt at PG-13 derogatoriness. They kept calling him White Wolf, White Wolf, White Wolf. And even when I tried to look it up online, the only thing I could find was people in forums trying to debate, was this something racist or meant to be racist, or was it just one of those statements that is meant to describe foreign white people, with like colonizers? But after about 3 days and special selective searching, turns out White Wolf is actually a Marvel character. A very specific Marvel character. White Wolf is basically a member of a police force in Wakanda. And I believe the character himself is actually a white person too. Also,
yeah, it's I know what you're talking about.
Go ahead if you know anything, because I don't know about the character that much.
No, it's just like some dude that was T'Challa calls him White Wolf. He just happens to be white, but that's what they call him.
Yeah, I know that's his alias name, White Wolf. I don't know the character's name though.
Not his real name. I don't know that.
Well, my guess is most likely he's too not famous and unimportant to everybody for anybody to pretty much, try to base a movie around him, which is a really weird way to look at it, seeing as how Guardians of the Galaxy were the fucking nobodies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and now look what happened. So, that bullshit aside, if that even did happen, one of the stat and credit reveals we've been finding out is that Hawkeye becomes his cool looking alter ego, which I forgot the name of. If somebody can look that up for me. Because Hawkeye temporarily got a black and yellow trim outfit. That guy can fucking, he's still played by Bryan Cranston. No, that's not Bryan Cranston. What? Damn, I forgot the dude who plays Hawkeye's name. But anyways, he's going by that too. And specifically, what was it? Oh yeah. Winter Soldier's new nickname is now White Wolf, but the way they have it set up in the Marvel universe is that those little kids running around gave him that nickname of White Wolf. So if that's the case, and he does become the White Wolf, or he is the White Wolf, he can't be Captain America and White Wolf at the same time. Marvel pretty much has never allowed one superhero to be more than one superhero at a time. The only exception is White Moon, I believe, but that's because his character's fucking crazy. Like literally schizophrenic. Can y'all hear me?
What's his, the guy that plays
Hawkeye?
he becomes a different superhero altogether.
Yeah, he's going by his other moniker that he had in the comics temporarily. I think they basically just did that because it was really overdue time to update his outfit, and they couldn't think of nothing that quick, so they said, let's put him in this. Because Hawkeye had his outfit. Hawkeye was like Captain America. He had his ugly ass outfit for a long time.
What's his name? Hawkeye gets trained by Captain America and then becomes a superhero. I think it's Shinobi or something like that. And he's been known to
Ronin.
go hand to hand with Ronin. And he's been known to go hand to hand with Iron Fist with no problem.
Well, see, that's different. Iron Fist can turn off, or he can limit what abilities he uses. But being trained like that is still a good thing. Now, yeah. So he's Ronin, and if you know anything, also there's two Hawkeyes in Marvel. It's not Hawk Girl or Young Hawkeye. He got replaced by a teenager while he was dead temporarily. Her name is Hawkeye. His name is Hawkeye. He even let her use his bow. Well, he didn't let her. She lost it in an archery duel, then said, fuck it, I'm going to steal it back anyway. Not even joking.
Doesn't that bow have like 200 pounds of pressure on it?
I believe it's about 250 pounds of resistance. So, yeah, he can do some legitimate fucking damage.
I got shot by the mob like 1,000 times and still pulled through.
First I'm hearing about it, but damn.
Yes. Same.
Also, he's deaf. You didn't know that? He has special, what do they call it? Earwig. It's like an ear thing that he has in his ears that Tony Stark made because he's practically deaf.
How the fuck is he deaf?
I'll have to go back and look it up. You can.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one. I'm genuinely curious. I didn't even know that.
Go ahead and it's easily explained in Death Battle because they go over all their weaknesses and they show you the part where he gets shot 1,000 times, saving a kid, and the part where he can where he loses his ear.
Well, Clint is a mortal man. I'll give him that.
One of the hard to kill bastards, though.
Okay, so basically, long story short,
he had a sonic arrowhead in his mouth.
Ow! Who? Damn!
It nullified the effects of the machine when it made Hawkeye and Mockingbird go crazy and fight each other or something like that. So it blasted out his eardrums.
Fuck. Okay. Alright, so because of that, or at least how they do it in Marvel world, especially in the movies, I think it's gonna be Sam Wilson, aka Falcon. Not just because Falcon was a Captain America in the comic books, but because there's no one else left who's been around the shield for that much time and can at least, somewhat understand or possibly master it. Remember this. We don't know how much time is passing in the Marvel comics And we don't know how much time is passing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We get small inklings of time, usually in both occasions. In fact, I think the only time we saw hard dates mentioned was Avengers 2, when Winter Soldier is talking to Cap and he says, man, we had to walk home from this long thing because you wanted to impress these two girls. Like, yeah, they're probably 90 right now. So we know that most likely they're around or in 2010. I think there's some video speculations on it, but I've never seen any hard confirmations and shit on Google letting us know, okay, this is the exact time frame. But also, keep this in mind, the Marvel Cinematic Universe jumps around through time like once every 6-7 years. Remember this, Iron Man movie happens first. And then after all the Iron Man movies, remember at the end of everybody else's shit, you see him getting with Nick Fury to go and collect the people. What'd you say? Hello? Hey, Haven, you breaking up. Try to disconnect and reconnect. You still there, Zeno?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
I'm listening.
yeah, the way I see it, remember that one of the people they caught also was Sam Wilson. They caught Sam Wilson, but of course they all got free. But here's the thing. Tony can probably learn how to track Cap's exact whereabouts, especially since, he's super smart and he gave him a fucking pay-as-you-go cell phone. And this is Tony Stark we're talking about. But the thing is if you know anything about cell phone triangulation and shit or signaling, if the battery's dead and the phone's turned off and the battery's not in the phone, that shit don't work. At best, he could trace a manufacturer or the place of purchase. Excuse me. And also, he's got a temporary shield, as we know, from fucking the Wakandans, who are so good at defensive technology, they figured out how to put energy shields in the cloths. I don't know if y'all remember that little segment when they was trying to block the rhinos in the Black Panther movie. But yeah, that's where I'm leaning. I'm leaning towards it was legitimately them, for the simple fact that, hold on, here comes a new challenger possibly. I'm leaning towards that because, one, Cap legit doesn't know how to use, and has never, to my knowledge, dual-wielded shields. And I don't think anybody can honestly say they've seen him do it. But at the same time,
kind of a stupid idea.
well, yeah.
Yes.
I got two ships. I fucking awesome. You look like two big ass breast dogs. You need to put one of those things down.
Wow. Was not going there. Was totally not going there. But anyways, and then also keep this in mind. Wilson's tech is easily tracked. One, it's S.H.I.E.L.D. issue. Two, we all know S.H.I.E.L.D. has tracking information on all of their agents, past agents, and possibly in high-end equipment. Now, we don't know where all or to what extent his tracking may work, if it's even still active, if they even told him about it. But we do know that it would be easier for Tony to find Wilson than anything else. And in fact, if you look at how the movie split up, it looks like they've already said it pretty much. There's two teams. They're not necessarily fighting against each other. It's just that they're in two different sections in the movie. In the first one, everyone's divided. Now, this is a guess. Everyone's divided. They go into mini groups and they get their asses handed to them. Second movie, they temporarily or permanently reconcile differences. They get up in that ass as a crew. Okay? So, since that happens, I'm thinking he's either going to die in this first one, or he's gonna die in the second one early on, and Wilson gets the shield, or Wilson gets the shield at the end of the movie, because there's no one left who has any knowledge of that shield's information. Remember, they were on a team before the Avengers were a thing. They were already on a team. So right now, with the exception of Bucky, this is who he has the most experience with and who's seen the shield and what it can do the most. Obviously, if you wanted the best outcome for the shield, you would give it to Vision. But like a lot of things in Marvel, they don't just hand stupid, powerful stuff to characters who are already pretty strong. Think about it. What if Vision learned magic in the Marvel Universe right now? Who can stop him? He can phase through solid matter. You would not be able to stop him from making a spell. He could go in the ground, start a spell where you can't see, and then fuck you up. Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm wondering how valid you think my idea of who's going to be. And before anybody says, well, what about Spider-Man? I'll tell you something right now. Tom Holland's contract is not over. Tom Holland can only be Spider-Man. And since Tom Holland can only be Spider-Man, even if he does die, he wouldn't be the only person to die, and he's not going to die, at least in this movie. Yes, Miles Morales exists in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but remember, they haven't even picked who it is yet. They have ideas, but they haven't picked who it is yet. And even if they did, we don't know when he's going to show up officially. He could be in the beginning of this movie, but even then, even if that happens, when you get to the end of the whole entire movie shit, you know that it's not going to be, oh, he's now the new Spider-Man, and everyone's just going to accept him and let him fight Thanos.
Wait. How far is the timeline along from Homecoming to this?
To Avengers? It's within a few weeks. Tom Holland's character, Spider-Man, is still in the same grade in high school.
Isn't he a freshman?
I believe a sophomore.
So Miles Morales would be like 13 or something like that, right?
No, Miles is 14, or if his birthday passed 15.
Talking about that kid that accidentally.
Oh, you mean no, Miles Morales? No, Miles would be he would be 12 or 13 because there was only a 2-year difference between him and the original one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he'd be 12 or 13. That whole Zendaya thing got out of fucking hand. Like, everybody was fucking up. Didn't nobody want to apologize because everybody said stupid shit without knowing the facts. And I'm just sitting here like, y'all realize this is how confirmation bias fucks the whole entire nation, right? That's how it fucks us as a human beings, let alone a country. You're sitting up here assuming things because you heard it from someone else with no verification. They were trying to hide that Miles Morales was in the universe, and her announcing that she's Mary Jane at the end of the fucking end of the movie was to let you know, oh, guess what? Miles Morales is in this universe. They also put Miles Morales' uncle in the movie. That's who Donald Glover was playing. Donald Glover also played the voice of Miles Morales in the cartoons.
Wait, what the hell does Zendaya have to do with Miles Morales?
Okay, so her character is his cousin. But the problem is the actor was acting a fool online. She fucking did a middle finger crank. She pretended it was a Jack in the Box and then showed her middle finger when she got asked questions about, oh, hey, how do you feel about the negativity, not necessarily the hate or no racism, but how do you feel about, fans' disapproval of you being Mary Jane? But here's the thing, though. She knows that she may not even know because she obviously don't follow Spider-Man like that. She probably didn't even know who the fuck she was playing. Like, she legit probably did not know, oh, I'm playing the Mary Jane whose name isn't Mary Jane and is the cousin of Miles Morales. So she interpreted as, oh, hey, yeah, a bunch of people don't want to be Mary Jane just because I'm black. First off, I'll tell everybody the same thing. Whitewashing is just as bad as blackwashing and any other washing. If you know you shouldn't do it, don't fucking do it. If you got an all-white movie and you want minorities to see it, just make a good movie. Not to mention, we already found out all these companies that are worried about, oh, we want minorities to come see our shit, get as much money as possible. They don't actually track who goes and sees their movies past the 7th day. That is fucking stupid. Your shit's in theaters an average of 4 weeks, 5 if it's super popular, and your first inkling is to not record past the first initial, 5% of your sales figures? It's fucking stupid. But yeah, that's what ended up happening.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, and then the director didn't help either. He says, oh, I see a character as something stupid, vague, and ambiguous. But again, they were trying to hide that Miles Morales exists in that world.
Well, once they showed Prowler, if anybody knew who he was, then he kind of gave it up. But
no.
A lot of people
yeah, exactly. And you're not gonna. There are actors who don't know from the movie who don't know who the fuck Prowler is. We just found out who Miles Morales is in the regular Marvel universe. Peter Parker figured it out 4.5 years ago, but Marvel didn't say anything. And we just found out, spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2. We just found out 616 Miles Morales is Kingpin's best friend.
Yeah.
Like, legitimate best friend.
Like, when he went to jail for his uncle, and that's when he met Kingpin. He was paid to kill him, but he ended up not killing him or whatever, and ended up working with him.
So yeah, fucking, that's what ended up happening. But yeah, all right, Zeno, who do you think is gonna get the Cap title, and how valid do you think my theory is? Oh, damn it, I said the word. Fuck.
Trash Justin? No, just kidding. If it's not gonna be Bucky, it's gonna be or Clarence. No, just kidding. Yes, it's definitely it.
Who the fuck is Clarence?
Oh, that's the guy who plays Falcon.
His name is Clarence. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Falcon, or just Red. Wow, Clarence.
Yeah, that's his name. There was a whole meme about that, but yeah, I honestly think that's the only person that they're going to give it to, honestly, because I think the way the Marvel universe is going, it's not really going to go to it like Bucky. I don't know.
Not to mention, if you stop and think about it, like, you know how much they love obsessing over political opinion of people who are never even going to fuck with the movies. If they make someone who was trained to be a Russian spy and traded to the country, a symbol of this country, even in a fucking fantasy world, oh, you know somebody gonna lose their shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know or not, but Entertainment Weekly also did a 22 iteration version of their cover art for all the Marvel characters, and Winter Soldier is even called White Wolf. I'm gonna see if I can pull up a link for you. Entertainment Weekly, Avengers. Holy shit. Yeah, there's a lot of these. Let me just see if there's like a wall whatever thingy.
I mean, just to be honest, like, a lot of people don't even realize that Captain America at one point becomes a Nazi.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that wasn't even that long ago. That like just fucking happened.
Yeah, but like, if you were to put that in the movies, like, people, what the fuck?
No, that might actually sell some shit. But it would have to be depending on how they do it. Like, if they made it look subtle, like they did in Marvel Universe, like he doesn't change his outfit, shit like that. If they did that, that would be fucking cool. Like, but if it's just one story, one movie, nah, you got to spread that shit out.
No, and like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And here is the image. Now, let me just go over to fucking, where is he at? Oh yeah, it's in the middle row all the way to the right. It's got a Mantis in the right middle row, all the way in the corner. It's got Mantis and Winter Soldier, aka Bucky, aka White Wolf, aka this man got too many AKAs. And if you zoom in on it from opening the original image, you'll notice one, Spider-Man got his own fucking book cover to himself. You go, Spider-Man. Even though you a teenager. And it tells you right there, 22 heroes, 6 Infinity Gems, 1 Mad Titan. And if you look at his outfit, it's completely blue. His arm has got a little bit of blue tint. And he got some black pants on, looking like his daddy. Oh yeah, so apparently this guy's dad is Mark Hamill. So yeah.
He looks like Mike. He looks like what is his name? Robin, Nightwing. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, the hair does kind of remind me of Nightwing. He could be a nice Nightwing, but apparently he's Mark Hamill's kid. That I did not know.
Say that again.
He's Mark Hamill's kid. I didn't know that. That's his oldest son.
Not you.
Oh, it looks like his middle arm's on the wrong side.
No, yeah, common mistake. People think that Bucky's metal arm is his right arm. It's not. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's just because, he's always usually wearing clothes and people don't think about it. I will say this, though. They still fucking up. They fucking up fucking Black Widow more and more and more. And I feel like, I can't blame it on her, but I feel like this is Scarlett Johansson's fault. I really do. Because I have no one else to blame currently, but I'm blaming her for the time being. The whole having your cleavage showing and shit in the middle of a combat zone, covering that up. Okay, that makes sense. Ain't nothing wrong with that. When they gave her the black outfit with the electric neon stuff, no, she does long range attacks in combat and has fucking close range combat training and wires and shit to fight with. She's basically an assassin. So while she got what is basically the equivalent of a police riot baton, but a Nick Fury Shield edition. Especially when, she's not really in Shield. But now I'm just pissed she's fucking blonde. Also, that outfit is not, if it's meant for stealth, that's a good idea because she got the lights turned off. Or the lights are gone now, so she can straight up sneak up on the motherfucker. But the one thing I still don't get out of all of the bullshit though, why is Black Panther not wearing his fucking helmet? And neither is Tony Stark. These are the only two who have face protect. No, 3. Tony Stark and Don Cheadle, War Machine, and Black Panther. Where the fuck is their armor at? They're supposed to have helmets and masks.
What about Star Destroyer? Where's his mask?
Who the fuck is Star Destroyer?
It's up right.
That's not Star Destroyer, you dumbass.
Who the fuck is that, dude?
Star Lord.
Lord, whatever.
Dude, you just compared royalty to a state of non-existence. Don't whatever like you didn't just fuck that shit up, nigga.
I did. I fucked it all the way up.
Yeah, no, Black Panther's not wearing his mask. Iron Man, Death Machine.
Same thing. War Machine, Death Machine, War makes death. He gets a pass.
Star-Lord and Spider-Man. None of them are wearing their masks.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, shit. I accidentally logged myself out of Discord. That was kind of funny. Don't worry, though. Going back in. Yeah, I fucked up and hit the disconnect button. That was my bad. Okay, so we all fucked up. But Xeno fucked up worse. Anyways, alright. So... Alright,
I'm just wondering why Tony Stark is over here rocking a Blue Beetle, but in red and gold.
Yeah, I noticed that too. My guess is they may actually make him do some physical combat. Because if you stop and think about it, Iron Man's biggest problem with his action sequences is that it just amounts to shooting a beam in a chase sequence. Yeah, he's like the Star Wars space fights. They don't last longer than 10 minutes from what I hear, just because there's not much they do with them. None of the shit transforms into giant robots. There's no fusion and shit. It's just pew pew in space. Oh, hey, y'all seen the movies, not me, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Captain America trying to dress like Sentinel?
That's actually a good question. All right. Now, that being said, Haven, how likely do you think I am to being right, or do you think someone else is gonna, die? Just keep in mind, Chris Evans' contract is over, and he said 5 years ago he's not reviving it.
Well, I feel definitely like Captain America was gonna die anyway. But out of this roster, the black chick besides Star-Lord, I think is gonna die.
Well, there's like 9 of those, so I know it sounds fucked up, but she's expendable.
Mantis might get the chop.
Nah. Mantis is already confirmed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Well then. That pretty much sums up my list. Captain America and the black chick.
Okay. All right. Well,
I am Groot.
Of course.
They can't kill Groot. They've already tried to kill Groot. Groot came back.
Son, don't you know what happens when you get that sun?
You know what made me mad? I knew it, and then I seen an article about it, and then I was like, oh, I can't believe this. And then I was like, oh, wait, I already knew that.
Wait a second. Where's Hawkeye in all of this?
Yes.
They're trying to hide his new outfit, even though everyone already seen it from the screenshot leaks. But supposedly there might be new images for Entertainment Weekly out there, so, feel free to look it up. I think they said they're going to do 22 covers. They're going to do one now, and then like one the week that the movie comes out. A group of 15 and another group of 15, or 22 is, I don't know the exact shit. No, I think it's 30 characters, so 15 now, 15 later. I could be wrong. But I know there's going to be one for all the Avengers members. Okay, now, this is completely off topic because, well, there really are no other topics. But let me ask you something. How cool would this be? We get to the end of the movie, right? And the world is saved. Somebody's watching a news report. And then the TV's turned off. And then someone checks their phone and tells them, hey, we have new arrivals coming into the school. You're the closest to the door. We're still in training. Lights up a cigar. Goes and opens the door for a bunch of kids who are coming off of a bus. And then you just see feet and him leaning on the door, getting ready to light a cigar. And then you see a wheelchair come up next to him. And all you hear is, I've asked you nicely not to smoke around the children. Like, I'll put it out when they get done processing. And then it just fades to black. They just imply, guess what, bitches? It's mutant time. No, they imply that they're finally going to do an X-Men movie.
Who they going to get to play Wolverine?
It doesn't matter. What's his name said he's not going to be Wolverine unless he's in a Marvel movie. And even if he says yes, let's be honest, he's not going to last, or either they're going to CG what he looks like and shit. So he appears younger. Because remember, if they don't have to follow any of the X-Men stories. And in fact, I wouldn't either. They know their shit is so bad that, even Fox admitted that with their new Dark Phoenix saga, which they really shouldn't even be wasting their money and time doing, that they're trying to structure this next movie to not be like any of their other movies. So basically not be terrible.
You mean follow Wolverine around while he be angsty?
No, they basically trying to admit, they're trying to say, hey, all the shit we made sucked, and we're trying to make a movie that doesn't suck, but with not as many words. And they can't really even get nobody to help them because DC snatched up Kevin Feige. So Warner Brothers has pretty much the exact same problem as Fox, except Fox, is releasing their movies at a slower rate and with higher production values, or at least close to higher production values. Whereas, fucking DC's been pissing shit out to the point where they realized they were going to be in a situation where they paid money for stuff that wasn't going to make sense. So they said, no. It's like the comics. Everything's an alternate dimension sometimes. Nobody does that shit.
How about you eat my asshole?
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Didn't see that coming.
I did not.
Yeah,
Question.
I mean, I saw the Trump tariffs coming, and I saw it halting importing coming, but not that.
Do you guys like Marvel or DC more?
The movies or in general?
In general, like.
Oh, fuck Marvel. Just because the quality is more
Damn.
consistent, even when they fuck up with the characters and shit like that. When they see a fuck up, they actually try to fix it, and they don't take decades to do it. You know I'm right.
Characters, so.
Who?
Deadpool.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Because like, I've been seeing memes and stuff, and it's like a Marvel. A lot of people just say like DC's better than Marvel in these different categories. It's like.
Yeah, it's segregated or it's segmented. But if you take them as a whole, Marvel, yeah, they losing money a little bit, but like I said, they fix and address their problems quickly. Marvel would not run a movie franchise near the fucking ground and then try to ride off the money they get from fans that have terrible taste. I call it the Zack Snyder effect or the Michael Bay effect, if you will.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, glad you guys could make it out. And yeah, I'm probably gonna draft up some Marvel footage in some way, shape, or form, or just loop a bunch of Marvel movie trailers from like Iron Man 1 to Avengers 2 together, just for, nostalgia purposes. Luckily, I haven't seen Iron Man 3, so I'm untainted to the suckiness of that. What?
Come, join us in our dark depression.
No. Once I got out of that terrible relationship with Zack Snyder, I developed something that many people wish they had. Standards.
Hey,
What'd you just say?
I didn't see Iron Man 3 either, so.
Good. You're a smart man. You're a smart, tiny man. Anyways. Alright, I'm gonna go get this shit into post-processing. So yeah, I'm about to go let training mode possibly whoop my ass or loop together a bunch of trailers.
Gonna whoop that ass.
Oh no, I'm not gonna play. I'm just gonna watch the game play itself.
Hey, I got Dragon Ball Fighters now. You wanna play?
Are you going to pick Vegeta?
No, I don't play with Vegeta.
Are you going to pick Vegeta Blue?
No, I play with Frieza, Kid Trunk? Not Kid.
Kid Buu, nigga?
Kid Buu. I don't know why I couldn't get it out. And Android 18 and or Team Gohan.
Do you have Android 21 unlocked?
No, I didn't have. I just got the game.
Okay. Well, I would utterly destroy you, but I like the idea of a challenge. I'm not one of those assholes who just beats on weak people. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you the link to the secret mechanics. Yes, they're actually secret. That the game doesn't fucking tell you is in the game, which is fucking stupid. Even though they have a tutorial mode.
Like what?
Dude, there's so much shit. Like the fact that you can make your characters do a level 3 super from an assist. You could also have somebody in the air do an air combo with no super and then call in your assist and have them do a super. You think this shit would be in the tutorial. Also do the tutorial.
Oh, dude. I didn't know. Okay, so I didn't own the game. I just kept playing like versus mode. But if you press like square, triangle, and keep pressing it, he'll automatically do a super special. They teach you that, I think, in story mode. But
no, they teach you in tutorial. It's
okay,
triangle.
That's what I'm saying.
You just press triangle 4 times and you'll do a super combo with a combo in the beginning of it.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you had to put. I thought it was like Budokai 1 where you had to actually like do the combo. And he does it into what's his face.
Nah. Yeah, go through tutorial mode, and I'm gonna go get that information for you, and I'm gonna send it to your phone. Okay.
All right.
All right. See you guys later.